Welcome back. Part 2 of After the Final Beatdown. Psyched to have you guys back. This whole season going on, I got to say that, I blog, I do the ABC thing. And, this season when I was blogging, I got to say that, I made some comments and busted on Graham a little bit about his NYC 4-6 project. Now, I haven't seen Graham since my season. People change. I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen Graham. With that being said, I did a little bit of research into NYC 4-6. And I have to tell you, it seems to be quite the legit nonprofit. And if you guys or anybody out there who's watching is interested in donating to a good cause, check those guys out on the web. They're pretty legit. And Michelle, I believe you are teaming up with those guys and working with them. Tell me a little bit about what's going on.
Well, just to clarify, 4-6 is not a nonprofit. 4-6 is a charitable clothing company. So a percentage of the money that they make gets donated to specific charities. And so with my father having passed away recently of colon cancer, I'm obviously very passionate about bringing awareness to colon cancer. And so we have designed a shirt that's for my father in honor of him. And it's you can get it at 46nyc.com. And the money that we're raising for that is going to be donated to Chris for Life Colon Cancer Foundation, which is an incredible foundation that I have found that's just as passionate about bringing awareness to this disease as I am. So we've been so blessed. People have been so incredible to us, and there's so many people are out there rocking the shirt right now. And so we are really happy with the success that we've had thus far, and just hope that people will continue to donate. And you don't have to donate. You don't have to buy the shirt. If you want to just donate, you can. You can go to chrisforlife.org and donate there. But it's an amazing way to like wear something and feel like, like you're wearing something that is making a difference. And so, and the 4-6 company is, incredible on its own and very respected. So, yeah, thanks, Jesse.
No doubt. And
yeah, actually, I was gonna say I jumped on that because I also had my volleyball team buy their entire warm-up shirts were 4-6, and that was going towards that money went towards Rising Stars, which is Jay Williams' charity, and helps inner city kids play basketball.
Yeah, that's great. Mm-hmm. Awesome, thanks. That's cool.
We did that last year.
That's really cool.
Everybody got a beverage. Everybody's good to go. Love it. All right, moving on.
Wine opener.
Get a sword and chop the top of the bottle off.
I don't know what to do. This is
it's
bad.
Cold. So, Gia came back for the second time. I know, William, you had a little crush on this girl. What are your thoughts about her coming back for the second round?
Well, when I walked in and I saw her, I was like, well, I don't know who that is. That can't be Gia. She was here last year. So I just walked on by and I'm like, and I come back over and she's like, hi, I'm Gia. And I'm like, no, you're not. You were here last year. I didn't think you could come back. I'm like, okay, this is new. I was like, well, she's going to be gone soon because she did it last year. Who isn't going to want to say she needs to go? But I talked to her, and I thought she'd be somebody that was worth having as a partner for her knowledge of the game. And she did know the game pretty well, and I think that it was a good partnership to have and bring to the table. But as far as what she put too much of a target on her back by being as vocal as she was, and it put everybody at risk just saying, hey, well, Gia's got to go. But yeah, I was excited to see the girl because she's very gorgeous, but yeah, she did have a boyfriend, as all the girls pretty much did on the show.
She doesn't just have a boyfriend. She has a professional athlete boyfriend.
Yeah,
it's only guys that she dates. Very high
there's no competition.
Boys.
If I ever met that guy, I'd be like, hi, it's nice to meet you. You're very tall.
You could ask him to either change the light bulb for you, or you could stand on his wallet and change the light bulb yourself. That's how the cookie crumbles, pal. Vienna, girl's opinion. What did you think about Gia coming back for a second time?
You're asking Vienna?
Yeah, Vienna.
Oh, sorry. You guys paused. My computer was frozen.
What was your opinion on Gia coming back for round 2?
I mean, I was just as shocked as anyone was. I just didn't think you could come back again. I said, maybe if it's an all-star after 10 seasons, I get that.
Don't give Fleiss any more ideas, for God's sake.
So there's going to be an all-star. No,
She's
but
budding for herself.
Survivor. No, I'm not. I would never do it again.
All-stars.
I will not be an all-star. But just like Survivor, they like have an all-star where all the people come back and they can beat again because you already know so much about the game. It's just not an unfair advantage, and that's what I felt like a lot of people thought with Gia being there. It's weird hearing myself.
Casey, what did you think? Another guy's opinion. Gia, round 2.
It's kind of a funny story. I was actually in doing the photo shoot. You guys know when we all went down like the mountain and did the photo shoot before you actually went on the show. Well, the photographer left me alone for like 5 minutes as I'm sitting there taking my photo shoot, and in front of me was his laptop with all the cast on it. And so I saw Gia's name. I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know, me and Gia have always been friends. So when she got in there, I was like, oh, that's cool. Maybe I have another ally. You know, maybe I don't but you know, I didn't really think too much of it. I just kind of had a good time, and I was excited. I was glad she was on there because I figured I thought everyone else would think, okay, this is her second chance. She doesn't deserve it, so she can go. So she could have been an easy target, I guess, too. Same time.
Erica, second girl's opinion. What do you think about Gia's second round? Fair or unfair?
I was definitely surprised, but I don't think it was necessarily unfair because even though she knew about the game, like we had all seen the first show, so we knew about it too. And I think she had an unfair advantage coming back a second time. People ask me if I would come back, and I don't know because I feel like if you come back, people are going to target you and try to get rid of you. So I don't really think she had a fair shot, and I wouldn't like it if I were her and I came back and I did worse than I did the first time. Like, that would be frustrating.
All right, this question's kind of controversial. I don't think it is. I think it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to go to Rich on this one, and then I want everybody's opinion on this. Everybody says, oh, I didn't come on the show for money. I'm calling bullshit. I think everybody goes on the show for the cash.
I came on the show for money.
Wait, who said they didn't go on the show for money?
No.
Who said that?
Somebody said that.
Jake
It
said
starts
that?
with a J.
Yeah, he says that.
Yeah.
Ames didn't go on for
James
money.
didn't go on for the money at all.
Yeah, Ames did not.
Every one of us went on
No
for the
way.
money. I've never heard anyone say otherwise.
Yeah. So, Rich, what are your thoughts? If you were to go on the show, would it be for girls, fame, or cash?
Well, the second two can result in the first one. So, I mean, really, come on. I think the problem is that we watch you guys on the Bachelor Pad, and we know from the backstage, from behind the scenes, how well inbred our little group is. Yeah. And you know, I don't think going on the Bachelor Pad is a great idea for love, as much as the Bachelorette or Bachelor is just as bad as an idea. But we know we look at you guys, and anybody that said I'm not on there for money, we thought total bullshit. So we pretty sure you guys were all there for the cash. So
I don't think any of us here said that, but
No.
All right. Obviously, we know how Michelle feels on this subject. Casey, obviously you're not going there for girls. I know you well enough to know that you could care less about the whole being famous gig. I'm assuming you were there for money. What's your take?
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why everyone was there. It's there for the money. I mean, that's $250,000 is life-changing. Especially, you know, having a chance with my girlfriend on there, too, kind of increase the odds a little bit. But, you know, I definitely went there for money. I mean, I'm an entrepreneur. I own my own businesses. It could have done wonders with a lot of them. And plus, I own my nonprofit as well. So,
All right. Well,
a lot of good stuff that came out of it.
I'm going to reword this question since everybody agrees that everybody's there for money. What would you have done with the $250K if you would have won? You got 10 seconds.
Who are you asking?
Casey.
I'll go.
Oh,
There you go.
a big chunk of it would have gone to my nonprofit, and then I would have invested a lot of it into my businesses.
All right. Michelle.
I was going to donate 20% to the Chris for Life Colon Cancer Foundation, and then I wanted to take my family on a cruise, and I wanted to put money into Brielle's college fund and buy one pair of Christian Louboutins. Just one.
Jackie, what were you going to do with the cash?
I live in the most expensive city in the world, so it would definitely ease my pain here. I was going to get an art studio, actually, and be a professional artist. Right now I paint in my apartment, and it's not so easy. So I really wanted to.
And
start
Jackie,
my
I have
business.
to tell you guys, Jackie is so unbelievably talented. When we were
Thank
on
you.
my season, she did this sketch of Brad that honestly blew everyone's mind. Like, Jackie,
And then
if
he
you
got
guys don't
kicked
know
off
how
that night.
I know,
Jackie,
it was
why
not
haven't
cool.
why haven't we seen any of your work,
It is
Jackie?
unbelievable.
Oh, thank you, Michelle. I have a website. It's JackieGordonArt.com. It's on my Twitter. But I didn't really get a chance to do much of it on Brad's season, except for what Michelle was talking about. And then, of course, Brad gave me the axe after that. So he must not have liked his portrait.
Oh, I'm sure he loved it.
Yo, Jackie, can I get an I know you discount or something?
Yeah, just
we can talk about that.
All right.
Hey, Jess, I saw
happy
you
to
were
do
doing one
favors.
thing though.
That?
I said I want to clear up one thing if that's cool.
Yeah, go ahead.
On the show, I actually wanted to, with half the money that I was given, I wanted to actually help raise money for my grandma, putting my grandpa into a home. And what they did was edit it to make it sound like my grandma was going to die if I didn't give her the money, which was absolutely horrible and disgusting in my opinion, because what I'd said was, my grandpa has Alzheimer's. My grandma just had back and hip surgery, and she's still trying to take care of my grandpa. She's going to kill herself if he doesn't get into a home. Not about winning the money. So but I took care of that on my own accord now since I didn't win the money. But either way, that's what I wanted to do with the money. But ABC had a nice little fun way of spinning that one, which was really messed up.
That's what they do in the editing room. Spin, spin. William, what would you have done with the cash, buddy?
Well, I have never attended college, and I thought that would be nice to give myself an education.
What would
and
you
then
study?
Just, of course, business management is like the easiest. Like that would be what I would want to go to because I've been in management for 8 years, but communications or I couldn't see myself being an entertainer, like trying to go in and do anything like that. I'm just too weird of a person. But yeah,
That's what makes
get
you
myself
entertaining,
That's
right?
why we love you.
give myself an education and then just kind of have money put aside for future family, that kind of thing.
All right. Erica, what about you?
Well, right now my parents are still supporting me, and I'm graduating law school in December, and so my dad's ready to cut me off. And it would have been really nice to have my own money that didn't come from my parents and just something that I did on my own because I'm not really excited about practicing law since everyone I know that does it hates it. So I don't know why I'm in law
to get
school.
your degree.
Exactly.
You'll do great. Whatever you do, it'll help.
Vienna, what would you have done with the cash?
There were actually a few things that I really wanted to do. One being that my mom's business has just crashed, and she does peanut. Most people don't know my mom's a peanut harvester. She grows and sells peanuts, and she's about 3 months behind on the land and everything. So a big chunk of it was going to go to help pay off the property so she can actually own her land. And that's that's their life. Like without that, they have no way of making money. My grandfather, I don't want to get into because I would probably get really upset, but found out recently that the cancer came back, and so he's been given a time frame. And so now, not only is my grandfather not working and helping support my grandmother, my mom has that, and I am usually the one sending home checks and helping them out as much as I can. And I just wanted to give them a cushion, and I really wanted to take care of my mom and my grandparents and stuff. Besides that, for myself, I wanted to buy a house, and in Florida near my family, there's houses literally for $30,000 cash I could buy. And so everyone's like, how could you buy a house $250,000? I'm like, well, it's living not above your means, like getting something you can afford. And kind of just start my life finally. I graduated from college, went straight into reality, and you don't realize how hard it is to get a job. Like nobody wants to hire me because they don't take you seriously as a person after this. So it's like most people that win it I was the youngest of my show. Most people already had careers and were like set in their lifestyle. And I was going in 3 months graduate from college. And so it's just been very difficult to find a job, a good job. And so now I'm in the process of just starting my own business.
For all of you who are thinking about going on the Bachelor, Bachelorette, or Bachelor Pad, I want you to think about this scenario. Think about, like Vienna said, graduating from college, and before you really get yourself into a career, going and trying to apply for a job, and the first thing that the dude behind the desk does is Google you.
Mm-hmm.
And
or I literally have gone in and like to hand my application and my resume in, and
They let
took
take a
10
photo.
pictures before.
Yeah.
Yes, the women all wanted pictures of me, and the guy said, "I'm so sorry, but you are too what was the word? Like it made the office like too distracting."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of I've even heard the answer that they don't want to be tied to anything that you've done on television. Whatever, if you get this edit or that edit, they don't want to relate their business to the edit that you got on TV. Speaking of edits, William, dude, where were you?
Dude, it was so messed up.
You officially had more screen time tonight.
Called William.
I was really. I mean, I actually was a little upset about it just because I didn't win Bachelor Pad or anything, and I didn't come away with a girl, but I was like, this is an opportunity for people to see a much funnier side of me, or just see more to me. And when I heard week after week, my friends were like, I tried to watch, but I never even saw you. And then nobody, like the funny stories that I had to tell and everything that happened, and you didn't even get to see why we became friends with everyone that we were friends with. I mean, you don't even understand why Michelle's upset that I'm leaving.
Yeah.
It's just.
And I lost my twin brother.
I know.
Yeah.
You guys have to know, like, Will was
Our
like
under the bed.
everybody's favorite. Like, William was like everyone's. He lightened the mood when it was so stressful and intense, and it's like one smart aleck remark out of William,
He was
and
my
everyone's
Spider-Man.
just like, yeah.
I don't even know how to take that.
So many.
I don't.
No,
Yeah.
every inside joke that
post,
we have
ceiling
came
fan.
from William.
It's just so
I mean,
sad because we all wanted people to see the real William, because from his edit on Ashley's season, it was kind
Not
of
him at all.
and so when he showed up at Bachelor Pad, all of us were a little bit skeptical, like, all right. But once you get to know him, like, he really legitimately is super funny. And on top of that, he has the biggest heart of anyone. Like, honestly, he's the most remarkable person. And so it's so sad that they cut so much of him out,
I mean, honestly, I know of moments that I had with everybody, even with Jackie always making out in the corner with Ames. There was always a moment where, like, I can think of something where I'm like, Jackie and I, it was hilarious this time, and Erica, cooking with Erica late at night, our little cooking show that we did, and the Casey, watching him run around and try to scare people, that was pretty funny. But
That was funny.
I mean, we all had these memories, but obviously
about
the
that.
show isn't geared towards that, and that's the sad thing. It's
look.
Really. Go ahead, Buffalo Bill.
I was just saying, look at ABC's lineup. It's all drama. You wanted a comedy, you needed to do an NBC show.
Yeah.
That's true.
They're selling their demographic.
But there's so many things that really were TV worthy of William, and they still didn't show it. I mean,
It's so
Jumping
weird
into the
stuff.
pool naked, I thought that was going
like
to
so many things that
blurred out,
happened.
but that would be shown.
Like trying to kiss Holly and almost falling out of the chair. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
There were so
That
many
was
great
good.
things.
Well, and
Fell
can I say
over a
something
chair
too?
trying to kiss a girl.
No. I fell over a chair. I fell back in the chair like multiple times doing jokes in an ITM, and the
And
10th
not
time
one
I
of
fell
them.
back, I knocked my head pretty hard, and I had to be driven to the hospital. And
Like,
I had a
that's good
concussion.
material. That is good.
It was hilarious.
Like, why
it was
would you not
hysterical.
show that? That is
I
funny.
was like, one of the things I said was, you mean to tell me that one of the producers caught Blake and Melissa gene jamming it? Like, I flipped back in the chair, and then I just knocked my head, and then all of a sudden you hear me go like, no.
Oh my
and then
gosh.
I had to go get a CAT scan, and it wasn't pretty that night. It was
Did
bad.
Fleiss pay for it at least?
Yes, that was all taken care of.
Thank God.
That's
I
good
didn't
to
even know this happened, William. When did that happen?
Oh, you were
After
already
you're
gone?
gone.
Everything happened
Yeah.
after I was gone. I know.
Exactly. A lot of things happen.
Anyone
know.
thinking about going on the show and throwing themselves down the staircase, it's on Mike Fleiss, so feel free to do that. And William,
You pulled a situation. He just ran his head into a wall.
Vienna, you're still trying to take away from my airtime. I only have Bachelor Beatdown.
Yes!
This is it. You're
I'm
taking
gonna
it
come
away
over to
from
your
me.
house and whip cream you in the middle of the night.
That
Whoa! We
Casey's-
can.
No!
That's a whole nother
Can
special.
whip cream.
I know you're going with that, Will.
That's like a pay site.
Yeah, we got that's pay-per-view. That's
Casey, I like your little video that made the soup.
I didn't see it. I heard about it.
I
What-
heard
what-
about it.
I saw
Yeah,
that.
and who started that, and then you still get credit for it. Oh my god.
I know
Everybody
the
else got
snippet. Was it the
credit.
snippet
Yeah.
one on it?
Come on, William.
Yeah.
You got to hit us with a couple of jokes.
Wait, what was it?
Just with
You
the
remember
joke
night one? I was like,
Oh,
ugh.
I didn't watch the soup. I didn't hear about it.
Yeah, no. The soup played the Nearly Wed game and it showed Casey, and he's like, I know my partner in and out. I know everything about her.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
That's funny.
I was like, that
That's
is not the
hilarious,
appropriate
dude.
time, Casey, to use that.
That is
That's
awesome.
funny.
No, I didn't say it.
That's not how it happened.
William, we got to hear. Come
Yeah.
on, throw 3 or 4 jokes at us here, buddy.
It was never jokes. It was always just like the weird, dumb things that I would do that was just like an inopportune time, and you don't think that I would be the guy to say what I say, and it's just always in situational environment, that situational comedy. Just it was weird. I don't get it. It's just different.
All right. Ames was another character that we didn't see that much this season. Jackie.
I'm responsible for that one.
Yeah. What's
I
the
take full
explanation?
responsibility.
What happened?
He's really hesitant to speak on camera, I think, because he's so afraid of bad editing and getting involved in anything. So he and I just obviously we went off on our own little corner. We were in our own world the whole time. And, I think he feels like he came out on top because you didn't see any of him, and he thinks that's a good thing, which it probably was. So I think he's happy with his edit.
All right.
He doesn't want to get involved in stuff, I think.
I'm gonna get.
What?
On that note, we're gonna wrap up part 2 of the After the Final Beatdown. We'll see you in January, guys. Later.